was unable. Wilson was taken to PRMC with non-life-threatening injuries. There was a serious crash north of Lewis yesterday afternoon that closed down traffic for several hours. According to Delaware State Police, it happened just after 5 on Coastal Highway in the area of Minos-Conaway Road, and there were several injuries. We expect more details later today. In sports, as you heard on CBS, there was a end to the American League Championship Series with the Kansas City Royals coming out on top. They'll be taking on the New York Mets in the World Series. Royals wrapped up that second straight American League pennant, outlasting Toronto 4-3 in Game 6 of the ALCS. Royals, by the way, never trailed in clinching their 4th AL pennant. In the NBA last night, the Celtics over the Philadelphia 76ers 81-65. Toronto beat Washington 92-82. And in hockey, the Capitals got a win over Edmonton 7-4. Taking a look at the Delaware 105.9 forecast. Beautiful weather for Sea Witch. Of course, the parade is on Rehoboth Avenue at 11 o'clock today in Rehoboth. Expect lots of sunshine and pleasant temperatures. Should be great for everyone. Look for cloudy and showers, or cloudy and sunshine today, 64. Mostly cloudy tonight, 49. The shower possibility comes in tomorrow. Otherwise, mostly cloudy, 65. On Monday, partly sunny, 61. Tuesday, partly sunny, 63. Right now, we are looking across the area, 45 degrees in Milford, 50 in Lewis, 39 in Georgetown. I'm Walt Marcus in the Delaware 105.9 newsroom.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
All right, everybody. Good morning. Saturday morning already. Whole nother week's going by. Where did it go? I have no idea. It's going to be freezing cold before you know it.
It's going to be Christmas before you know
Christmas before you know it. Look at these props we have here, everybody. We're sitting inside the Dry Zone Red Barn. Have a seat, young man. We're sitting inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, and we're here live, and the building is open. We have this plastic container on the table. We have an unbelievable science experiment today. We were in the Milford Community Parade, and the theme was Back to the Future.
Yes.
So we have a science experiment we're going to do right here inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, and it's going to be interesting. Barry, how you holding up?
How are you doing this morning?
Good. This is Barry Adkins, one of the how do I design? What do you do?
I'm a design specialist.
I'm going to let you say it.
Yeah,
He's a design specialist.
Okay. When you call for your free inspection for your crawl space or basement or foundation, I'm the one who would go out and listen to your concerns and then assess the situation. And
Do
show
you
your
literally
options.
really crawl under the house and look around?
Oh my, yes. And
Do
some
you
of them,
really?
And some of them I even fit in.
Really? Some of you have to get up speed to get underneath there.
Yeah. Or have a rope to pull me out.
There you go. Yeah.
But yeah,
How many days do they wait before they come get you?
Right.
He's still doing the inspection. Where's Barry at? All right. So anyway, Barry works with Dry Zone. If you give a call, you get a free inspection. You personally would come out, take a look at things, and there's a whole team of you. There's a whole team of Barrys.
There's a whole bunch of us out there
All right.
taking care of homeowners.
And estimates are free.
Estimates are free. Inspections are free.
You got anything you've done recently that you'd say, boy, that's an interesting story?
Well, yeah, we actually did. Actually, the homeowner actually wrote in, and when I called him also, he said, at the end, he said, Barry, you saved my home.
No kidding.
He was very impressed. It was a huge, big ranch house, and had a lot of issues going on.
Okay.
And he knew it, and finally he took the time to take care of it, and we finished it up this past Tuesday.
Wow.
And he's just ecstatic about it.
Wow. Because it's kind of a permanent fix. There's no Band-Aids here. In other words, what you do is permanent. It's real. It's certifiable. It's inspectable, and so on.
Correct. And eventually someday you're going to sell your house probably, and
right.
That can sneak
You've
up
just
on
added
you.
value to it.
Correct. And and peace of mind. And actually, there's a lot of things. His utility bills will be a little less because the heat will be less expensive to heat and easier to cool.
Don't give away all the details, but are you aware of what we're going to do with this container?
Yes, I don't know. We've got all our safety goggles and
he hands me a pair of safety glasses.
So we're ready.
Can people come and watch this?
They can. Just come on down to the Big Red Barn. It's going to be exciting.
Let's pick a time. Want to do it between 8:30 and 9? Yeah, we'll do it between 8:30 and 9. That way
Sounds
people
good.
ct time to get up, get their pajamas off, because it's in Walmart, so they can't wear their pajamas here.
We have a dress code here.
We have a dress code. That's a nice way to put it. That's a nice way of saying it's not Walmart. We have a dress code. Oh, my goodness. But anyway, I'm just letting you know that we're going to do this experiment, and it's going to be interesting. It requires safety goggles, but I guess the crowd can stand far enough back, right?
It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a hoot.
That's right.
Okay?
Don't miss it.
So anyway, and so Dry Zone does many things. I mean, the first thing that comes to my mind is basement. I don't know if it's the right word, encapsulation or whatever you call
The
it.
crawl space, yes.
Yep. Okay. Crawl space. Then I'm looking at these walls here, and I start thinking about basements. In other words, because if you've got a basement, most basements, no matter what, sooner or later are going to have moisture problems.
Correct.
Is that a fair assessment?
That is. I mean, it's usually the question is not when
Not
has
if.
it leaked, when is it going to leak?
Right. When is it going to leak? But these walls, now, I don't remember it perfect, but they're wall panels that come in that color from the get-go.
Correct.
So they don't need any painting.
Nope. They are.
Okay. They can be wet. They can literally even be submerged in water.
It won't hurt them.
And then they dry out. Is it called an organic material?
Yes, non-organic. Non-organic.
Non-organic. See, I'm saying I was just making sure you knew what you're talking about.
You got me going here. I'm on my
got you.
toes. It's early.
Stay with me now. Non-organic material.
Correct.
All right, and then you can't, if you write on it, it'll come off.
Yep. Just wipe it
So if you had kids or grandkids or just an adult that was out of control and they were writing on the walls, you could wipe it all off.
off. Absolutely.
And you can literally hit it with a hammer or a baseball bat and it doesn't break.
It is. It's very strong.
Very strong.
Mm-hmm.
Not indestructible, but very strong.
Yeah, normal bumps and like drywall dents and scratches so easily.
Oh
That
my gosh,
problem's gone.
yeah. Moving the furniture,
Yes.
bump into the wall.
So it's
All
an
right.
awesome product.
Now, how does that come? Like, is that 4 foot wide, 5 foot wide, or it doesn't matter?
Well, it depends on what they're doing. If they already have a finished basement and they had a disaster strike or flood ruined everything, and I think we just got a warning.
Warning. That's two. It means you're using too many words.
Oh,
no.
Well, like on the walls to your right here, those are half wall restorations. So like.
Oh, I see that.
So
okay.
if a homeowner had a disaster and we go in and fix their problem with their flood and
Oh, so if they don't want to replace the top part of the wall, they could just, is that like called chair rail? Or
share
something
rail
like that?
height so that it's not
Okay.
as intrusive and we can take care of it and the bottom part's protected. And then we also do the complete refinishing of a basement where they can start from scratch, and that's where these walls are going
Okay.
to play.
Okay.
So
You
it
guys
does,
are so ingenious.
we're trained very well, and it's
How
awesome
did
products.
Bill get so smart so young?
It's amazing. I haven't caught up with him yet.
He married Heather. All right. Well, anyway, the name of the company is Dry Zone. We're sitting right here in the Dry Zone Red Barn, which also happens to double as the worldwide headquarters. Is that right? All right. And we're going to be here this morning at least till 9 o'clock.
Right.
You going to hang out till 9?
I'm gonna try to. I'm
try
struggling
to?
with a cold here, so
Okay. Oh, thanks. Anyway, so phone number. You want to give out yours or the
Yeah.
other one or what one?
we'll give out mine.
Okay.
They can reach me at 866-471-7962.
866-471-7962.
That's it.
All right. And that's
Or
Barry
call for-
Adkins.
Call for a free inspection.
And then dryzone.com on the web.
Correct.
Lots of information there, testimonials and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, we want the homeowners to be well informed. So
And how it works is, because I've talked now I've talked to lots of people that have dealt with you, okay?
Right.
And how it works is you give a call. First thing you're going to do is get scheduled for somebody to come out and do the free estimate. But before they get there, you're going to get a packet in the mail
Right.
that will really help you have a lot of questions answered and create more questions.
Correct.
Very informative, very helpful packet. And then you're like, wow. And then they come, and usually you give the estimate right that minute.
Yes. As
Okay.
long as we have in 99% of the time.
Right.
we'll give
So
an
the
estimate right
majority
then.
of the time, you can at least give an estimate right that minute, and then it gives you something to think about. If money's an issue, I think there's some financing options.
We have special financing options.
Right.
and
Because
we-
not every dry zone project comes with notice. Sometimes a storm-related event or something like that, or you're just sick of your basement being flooded, and the electric goes out, and so your electric sump pump doesn't work any longer.
Correct.
You need a battery backup or something like that. So there's many products that you have to offer.
Absolutely.
All
Just
right.
give us a call.
Let's give the number one more time.
866-471-7962.
All right, Barry, thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Are you going to be here for this experiment?
I'm going to try to be.
It's going to be very interesting.
It's going to be
I'm a
exciting.
little nervous when he handed me the safety glasses.
Well, we got you right here close, and you're ready.
Yeah, I'm on. I got a front row seat. All right, everybody. If you haven't heard, we're at Dry Zone today. The Dry Zone Red Barn, Route 16 in Ellendale. We invite you to stop by and say howdy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Brooks Ritter is my executive producer, co-host, and I allow him to set everything up.
You're
and
so
take
generous.
it down.
So generous.
He does such a great job. How you doing, Brooks?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I want to tell you, we got 4th place in the parade.
Yes, we did.
I'm very happy. The Milford Community Parade, if you were there, it was awesome. But I need to give a big thank you to Brooks Ritter and Freddie and Freddie's wife and Brooks's wife and kids and Jimmy and everybody that was involved. But Brooks was the brains behind it all. And we pulled the ultimate dump through the parade.
Yes,
What
we
a
did.
name. The ultimate dump.
Yes.
If you would like to experience the ultimate dump, we can help you. We have it. And it comes in different colors.
Oh, gosh.
All right, it's a dump trailer, everybody.
Man,
It's a dump trailer.
Sounds like a poster you would see at your doctor's office.
Oh my! Ask for a demonstration of the ultimate dump. Anyway, but it's a really neat dump trailer. And Brooks had a fog machine in it, and then he created all this music from Back to the Future, and it was great. It was a great parade. Had a lot of fun with it. And if you missed the Milford Community Parade, you can watch it by simply logging on to catchitlive.com. And you can see all the different floats. If you know somebody that was in the parade that maybe doesn't know that, they can go to catchitlive.com and see how their float looked.
Absolutely.
So anyway, did you have fun?
I had a lot of fun.
Did your kids have fun?
Yes.
And
Well,
what-
except for the littlest one.
Okay.
She just turned 1, so that gives you an
Yeah.
idea of what we were dealing with. But
Okay.
she had fun for like the first 20 minutes, but after that she was a little
Her fun meter was full.
yes.
Yeah.
She was a little rammy after that. But,
Okay.
But other than that, it was great.
Did your
We had
wife
a-
have a good time?
Yeah, they
Good.
definitely did. And of course, that this is the first time my wife got to meet Freddie and his wife. So
Okay.
she got to meet the new employee and
Right.
and generate new relationships there. And it was just a blast. And there were
was.
so many people out there watching the
A
parade.
blast
so,
from the past.
yeah, there you go.
Back to the Future. Because what was the relevance of the date? October 21st, 2015.
If you've ever watched the movie Back to the Future,
Right.
it's actually in the second one.
Okay.
When they go into the future, they go to October 21st, 2015.
But not Milford, Delaware.
Not Milford, Delaware.
Okay.
But you figure they're traveling from 1985, so they're going 30 years into the future.
Wow.
And if you watch the movie and see some of the things, they were a little off on the on some of the things that have come to pass in 2015. But other
Anything
things they were pretty close.
Like what?
I mean, well, they had the Cubs winning the World Series. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen this year. But the Cubs did make the playoffs, which is not something that's very common.
Okay. But were the Cubs around 30 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so it's, and then some of the technology and stuff. Obviously, we don't really have flying cars
Okay.
right now, and
We got drones.
we do have drones, unmanned.
Unmanned, that's true.
But we have 3D movies.
Marty.
That's another thing that they had with the shark was coming out of the thing.
Really?
So I mean that's something that we do have now.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
All
And
right.
of course, after being in the parade, I had to go home and watch the Back to the Future movies.
Oh, okay. So you stayed up all night and watched all 3 of them?
Maybe not all night.
Is there
but,
3
I
of
got
them?
to- Yeah, there's 3 of them. Yep.
Okay. Wow. All right. Well, thanks a lot for being involved. Do you realize this is our 112th show?
Where does the time go?
We were teenagers when we started.
That's what it feels like.
So stop by. Oh, I brought some Weller Does Delmarva coffee mugs.
Yes.
I keep forgetting to bring them, so I got some here. And I got the famous Weller's Wooden Nickel.
Cool.
So if you get one of these, folks, they're worth $3 towards anything. Most people, what do people get with a Weller's Wooden Nickel?
I've had
Do they
people,
just get a $3 item?
No, I've had people, buy a $100 item and get $3 off. I've had
Okay.
people come in and get a couple of items because we have some
What if
items.
it's just a $10 item? Can they still get $3 off?
Absolutely, they're gonna get $3 off anything they use it towards.
Okay. So can they just come in and get a $3 back scratcher, pair of gloves, or
Absolutely.
flashlight, or whatever?
We have some things there that are $1.50, so you can get 2 things.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Wow. Aren't we the big spenders?
Oh yeah, pack of
So-
100 Band-Aids.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, we got
They're not Band-Aids. I think they're bandages.
bandages. You're right. You're right. You
But
can't-
we do have Scotch tape.
we absolutely.
You could get 4 rolls of Scotch tape for one of these free.
Yes, you could.
There you go, everybody. So the Weller's Wood Nickels are free today at the Dry Zone Red Barn. Stick your head in the door and say, "Give me one of them things." Anyway, and we got some coffee mugs. Hey, we're getting ready to order our new Weller's discount card. Okay,
Exciting.
it is exciting. I've met many people that have said, "Man, this thing has saved me $100 plus." So it's a card that we sell that has all kinds of businesses on it that you get a discount on. And the businesses that are on it get all kinds of bang for their buck because we constantly promote this card and mention their businesses.
Sure.
So if you're out there and you're listening and you own a business and you want to offer some kind of a discount and be on the Weller's discount card, you need to let me know quickly because we're at the process. We're sending all the suggestions in and getting that thing done, okay?
Yeah, that and those things. I can't wait for them to come in because they're a bargain for what you can get with them.
Yep. I'm going to give an update on Sam Wilson, Councilman Sam Wilson, in the next half an hour, okay? I went and saw him, and I'd like to tell people how he's doing, okay? What do I want to talk about next? Can I talk about Mid-South Audio real quick for just a minute? Real good company to deal with. They're down in Georgetown. It's Kevin Short, and been in business a long time, does a great job, locally owned, locally operated, but they specialize in the rental, I guess the sales and the rental of things to put on an event. Okay, so you say, well, what kind of things? Well, let's say you needed a platform or a stage or something like that. Maybe you need some lighting. You know, they can do that. And what I'm saying is they can bring all of this, they can set it up, they can just drop it off, they can operate it, they cannot operate it to whatever degree you would like to utilize their services. They can help you. Maybe you're putting on a graduation ceremony. Maybe you're having a big surprise birthday party or something like that, and you just want to go all out and you want a platform and a stage. Maybe you are going to put on a big concert or something like that, or some kind of a graduation or a wrestling or boxing match or a kegling match or something like that. In other words, any of those things. Okay? So, what's that other thing called? Hacky sack. A hacky sack contest. Okay?
We should host one of those.
We should. I'll hold the camera, okay? But anyway, so if you're going to have any kind of an event, inside, outside, whatever, they can bring whatever you need. They can even bring crowd control barriers, platforms, lighting. Then they bring all the electronic stuff. They could bring amps. They could bring speakers. They could bring the daggone wires. They even have the things that you put down that people can walk across or drive across to run the wires through. They have monitors. They have microphones. They can even rent you a drum set or a keyboard. So there's just so much stuff they have to offer. I couldn't even begin to name it all. But they even have just like portable sound systems. Say you're just bringing in somebody to talk to your staff or your group and you just need a portable sound system. They can help you with that. If you have something that you need repaired or tuned up. I go to many events and man, it's squeaking and it just doesn't sound right and so on. They can help you in many different ways. They are considered acoustical engineers, okay? So they can help you with all of that, all right? If you need like contouring, where I was just somewhere recently where they've put these things up on the wall to help with the sound not bouncing all around and so on. So I'm getting way off track, but they offer a lot of things, a lot of services, great people to deal with. It's called MidSouthAudio.com. Just go to their website. They also happen to have a full-blown recording studio too. So they have it all, okay? Give them a call, 856-6993, 856-6993, MidSouthAudio.com. We normally don't take callers, but today we're going to do a little experiment, and if you're the first caller, when I say get ready, set, go, you're going to win a gift, okay? And you'll have all the next week to pick it up at Weller's in Bridgeville. But we're here, we're inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, and we invite you to stop by and say hi. Between 8:30 and 9, we're going to do this interesting experiment. Between 8 and 8:30, I've got Scott Sockrider coming from Professional Power Wash, and he's going to talk about all things power washing. And on top of that, he doesn't know this, but I'm going to try to talk him into giving a special. going to spring it on him live on the radio, okay? So, oh, I forgot to mention, you can watch us, you can see us here at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. So much going on here, but we got the free coffee mugs, the Weller's Wood Nickels. We're inside the Dry Zone Red Barn. 8:30 to 9 o'clock, we're going to do this scientific experiment that requires safety goggles, okay? Then, after 8 o'clock, we got Scott Stockwriter going to be on from Professional Power Wash Incorporated, and it's a busy morning.
It is.
Weller's is going to be open at 9 o'clock, 9 to 1. The Sea Witch Festival is today. Colin Walls is actually down there broadcasting that thing live on TV.
Is it really?
Oh, it's exciting. I mean, it's just so much going on. You can see the Milford Community Parade at catchitlive.com. What else have I missed there, Brooks?
Jerry's Lawn Care.
Jerry's Lawn Care, and an update coming on Sam Wilson here in a little bit. But anyway, Jerry's Lawn Care, Jerry Santoro, is very busy this time of year with firewood. The season's changing, the weather's changing. You want to get seasoned firewood, the time to get it's at the beginning of the season, okay? But anyway, he not only sells firewood, but he also does tree removal and trimming, probably where he gets the firewood, okay? Tree removal and trimming is available. So, you know, if you got a tree limb that's hanging, just had a friend that had a tree blow over on her car, and she had a tree blow over a year or two ago on her other car. So, you know, if you've got some trees, you're just done with them, or they're leaning or sagging or something like that, he can trim them up. He can completely remove them. If you say, well, then what am I going to do with the stump? No problem. You got a couple choices there. He can grind the stump, or he can dig the stump up. So anyway, if you've got a building lot, you want it cleared, you're going to build a new house, or you're going to build a garage behind your house, you need some trees cleared, Jerry can handle it all. So give him a call. But he also sells and delivers firewood. Now, we're talking about seasoned firewood. Got one of the best prices around. Mixed hardwood, oak, cherry, and hickory, split and delivered in the Greenwood area. So about 10 miles around Greenwood. If it's a little further, he'll need a little extra for gas. But anyway, locally owned and operated, $175 a cord. Try to beat that. $175 a cord for a full cord of seasoned firewood delivered in the Greenwood area, or a little bit extra if it's a little bit further. So anyway, how do you get a hold of this guy? Give him a call. It's 363-6025, 363-6025. He's got a website, jlc-llc.com, jlc-llc.com. Later on, we're going to take one phone call. If you're the first one to get through, you're going to win something. It's going to be very interesting. Just got a lot going on, but again, you are invited to come on by the Dry Zone Red Barn and just say good morning and check out some of the products they have to offer. Look at their new, I guess they've got these really neat vending machines over here, but they vend product is what's interesting. So it's really for their own guys, but it's an amazing little system over there. It's a very organized, professional company. Dry Zone, I've enjoyed getting to know them. They do quality work. They support the community. They have lots of employees, and they do great work of all the services. So you can come in and say hi. Another thing they do is lift concrete, which is an amazing little business. Poly-level is what the word that I've come to know. So Jack Riddle, we raised his sidewalk. I think he had pictures made of it, and it's giving out keychains of what his sidewalk used to look like and now what it does. Because it's the thing that's right in front of your house is your sidewalk, you know. I think Paradise Grill just had a lot of work done with them down there. So anyway, we are sitting inside the Dry Zone Red Barn, and I do have something I need. I'm going to throw this out there. If anybody knows a handyman, I just bought a house, and I got lots of little things I need done to it. So if somebody out there knows a really good handyman, or if you're a handyman, let us know. I guess you can just send me a message on Facebook. You could call the store at 337-8228. You could chat with Brooks right now at wellerdoesdelmarva.com and just talk to Brooks and tell him. But I'm looking for a guy, gal, doesn't matter. In other words, I got some carpet that needs to be ripped up and replaced, some painting that needs to be done. Want the gutters all cleaned out, maybe make sure they're in good order. Just a little bit of work here, a little bit of work there. It's got a basement. I want to put a ceiling in the basement, and there's some sheetrock that needs tuning up and some trim work and stuff like that. So I'm in need of a handyman. Plus, I own about 18 other properties that always seem to need something done. I thought I had 20 properties. I only got 19.
Time to buy another one.
Time to buy another one. So might buy one today. There's an auction I'm going to. All right, everybody. I'm going to take a break. What are you doing over there?
Time
let
to
me
wrap
know
up.
I'm going crazy. Anyway, we'll be right back with more Weller Does Delmarva. Stay tuned.
Remember when suddenly everyone had an iPod? Then they didn't. Now all those songs are on that thing in your pocket we used to call a phone. Remember tape, vinyl, film? If you do, let me bring you into tomorrow. I'm Dave Graveline, and I'll tell you about the all-new things that are getting cooler and cheaper, smaller and smarter too. Come into tomorrow, Sunday afternoons 1 to 3, right after Meet the Press, here on the all-new Delaware 105.9. Remember when suddenly everyone had an iPod? Then they didn't. Now all those songs are on that thing in your pocket we used to call a phone. Remember tape, vinyl, film? If you do, let me bring you into tomorrow. I'm Dave Graveline, and I'll tell you about the all-new things that are getting cooler and cheaper, smaller and smarter too. Come into tomorrow, Sunday afternoons 1 to 3, right after Meet the Press, here on the all-new Delaware 105.9.
Bit of sunshine early today, but then thickening clouds as the high reaches 62 degrees for the afternoon. As we get into tonight, we'll see cloudy skies continuing, the low dropping down to 55. Remaining cloudy throughout the day tomorrow, just a shower or two lingering in the morning as the high reaches 65 tomorrow afternoon. Chillier as we get into Monday, but a mix of sun and clouds as the high reaches 59 degrees. I'm Courtney Spamer in the Delaware 105.9 Weather Center.
Hey folks, it's John Butler. Join me every weekday morning following the news at 6:30 for the fishing report right here on Delaware 105.9. What's being caught, where they're being caught, the bait shops and charters the fish are being brought in, all the great information to help you make your own fishing stories for you and your family. The Delaware 105.9 Morning Fishing Report right here on Delaware 105.9. Tight lines, everyone.
CBS News Update. Hurricane Patricia is now fizzling fast, now a Category 1 storm with 75-mile-an-hour winds. Patricia blasted across Mexico last night with 165-mile-an-hour winds. Thousands of tourists rode it out in a hotel in Puerto Vallarta.
They are coming with water, and they've even come with hot food, which was quite remarkable. The fact that everything seems so organised lends itself to us feeling a little bit relieved.
CBS's Adrian Bard.
About 10,000 foreign tourists, including many Americans, were evacuated from the area. We don't yet have a full picture of the damage, as Patricia is still over Mexican territory. But so far, no deaths have been reported, and there is a huge sense of relief.
John Cangelosi of the National Hurricane Center says,
what we expect with Patricia from here on out is continued weakening. It's likely to become a tropical storm later this morning, and then probably going to dissipate by tonight.
But drenching rains are forecast in much of Texas through the weekend. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on the air at Delaware 105.9 are those of the hosts, callers, and guests, and not those of staff, management, or advertisers at Delmarva Broadcasting Company. The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 105.9.
All right, Brooks is talking to me. Tell me when we're back on the Red Didio.
We are on the radio.
All right, live?
Live.
Right now?
Yep.
All right, everybody, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. Believe it or not, this show is made from scratch. This has not been rehearsed, okay? We couldn't rehearse this if we had to.
No, we couldn't.
So this is live radio at its finest. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. We're inside the Dry Zone Red Barn. Some people call it the Dry Zone Worldwide Headquarters. And there's all kinds of things they do. So I encourage you to stop in and say good morning. We've got the Weller Does Delmarva coffee mugs. We've got a Weller's Wooden Nickel, which is going to be a collector's item at some point. And we just have a lot of interesting things to tell you about. We're going to be doing a science experiment in the 8:30 to 9 o'clock hour. Also, you can meet the people from Dry Zone and talk to them about all kinds of things. And even if you don't want to talk about what they do, they'll even talk to you about anything you want to talk about. So they're very knowledgeable, okay? And we're going to have, I think, Bill Anderson on here in a few minutes. and I think he's debating what he's going to talk about. But I want to mention Sam Wilson. A lot of people know Sam. He's our county councilman, a real good man, real good community public servant. A lot of you know that a week ago Friday, Sam suffered a stroke. But he's doing phenomenal. I went and saw him myself Thursday evening, and he looks great. Had a grip. So I shook his hand, I was like, wow. And Sam is a real, go-getter type person, so he wants to get himself healed up and get right back on council business, as well as get on the farm and get things going. So anyway, just want to let you know he's looking good, he's doing good. I don't know the exact name of this facility, but in Seaford, it's across the street from the Nanticoke Hospital. It's called Laughlin. I don't know if it's a Laughlin Rehabilitation Center or the exact wording of it, but they encourage visitors. He's I think in room 220. So if you know Sam, stop on down, give him a word of encouragement, spend some time with him. He's a real good guy, and he is a wealth of information. I have an ache in my shoulder. He starts to proceed to tell me what I should do, what I should get, and then I was like, man, Sam, just relax. You're healing up. In other words, but he was just as sharp as a whip, had a grip like I had never experienced, and he looked good. He looked good. He sounded good. It was encouraging. Keep him in your prayers. He's a good man. He serves our community well. He cares. He tries. He's got a big family. He's a farmer, and he's a local businessman, and we just want Sam to get back at it. So we missed him Friday morning at Jimmy's Grill. He usually comes over on Fridays, and so that's the update on Sam Wilson as best I can give it, okay? So you are welcome to go visit him. He's in Seaford, and I believe it's room 220, not at Nanticoke Hospital, across the street at this place called the Laughlin something. I had mentioned Scott Sockreiter from Professional Power Wash going to be stopping by. He's done a lot of work for me. Real good guy. We're going to talk about his business, and we're going to talk him into a special. So he has no idea that we're going to throw this on him, but we're going to do it. You can watch the show at wellerdoesdelmarva.com. We are ready for Bill to make his way on over, if he would. And this is Bill Anderson. I like to refer to him as El Presidente. I don't know. In other words, he's the owner of the Dry Zone, and he's also the birthday boy. His birthday was Wednesday, October 21st. Am I right?
Back to the Future Day.
Back to the future. Just a teenager, just a spry young man.
I've been waiting for that birthday for a very, very,
I
very
bet
long
you have.
time.
So anyway, you saw the movie Back to the Future?
I did, yeah.
Wow, okay. And what do you think about some of their predictions?
I was actually mad the Cubs didn't go into the World Series.
You would have thought they would at least done it to match up to the movie.
I mean, they could have just worked a little bit harder.
Right, just a little bit harder.
They rig all these other sporting events. Why not rig this one,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right. Where's that Marty McFly guy?
Well, I mean, the Seahawks won the Super Bowl, so that had to have been rigged. So,
So how in the world is Dry Zone doing?
They're doing great,
I like these things too.
Yeah, these are actually things we use at home shows, and
okay.
We're actually going to be at one this weekend.
Okay.
It's
they're backdrops, I call them.
Right.
For people that are watching at wellerdoesdelmarva.com, they're these really neat. What do you call them? They're
Pop-ups.
like a display.
Yeah, it's a pop-up display.
Pop-up display.
Yep.
Okay. Well, they're very nice.
Yeah, we have ones for crawl spaces and basements, and
okay.
A whole bunch of different stuff we do. And when we're at a home show, we keep them in the back, and folks walk up and.
As they're talking to you, they can't help but see them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Are you going to be involved in this science experiment?
I'm doing the science experiment.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm not going to let anybody else touch
you're
these
properly
chemicals,
trained?
So I am properly trained. I'm going to wear gloves and glasses and all that good stuff.
Okay, all right. So how was your birthday?
It was good. Heather actually surprised me. The whole company did.
Okay.
They made this whole place like the Enchantment Under the Sea dance.
Oh,
and
really?
I had a Back to the Future cake, and it was.
Did you suspect all this?
Little bit. Whenever it was like the night before, it was like, Billy, let's go out and get a beer. And I'm like, nah, I'm tired. They're like, come on, let's go out and get a beer. It's your birthday. And I'm like, all right, well, something's up because they want me. And Heather's like, because they were like, Heather's going to go do paint night, which she does. But I'm like, I know she's not doing paint night tonight, so that's a big old lie. So.
And you usually work night and day, so you found it odd.
Yeah, when Heather's like, Billy, just go have a beer with the guys. Just go ahead. I'm like, yeah, something's up with that.
Something's up. All right. So you had some good surprises?
I did.
Good.
We everybody showed up. My mom, dad.
Really?
Everybody was there. My wife and she got me the thing that I've wanted for a long time.
Wow.
It's a Leatherman.
No kidding.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat little tool. So
what's it do?
Well, I tell you, if you hold that, I'll take it off.
All right. Okay, this is something that's on his wrist. I would almost look at it like a piece of jewelry.
So it's a Leatherman.
Oh wow!
And
so
it's
really
like
a
nut
tool.
drivers, and it has the important
Get
bottle
out
opener.
Of town.
It's got a little ripper, so if you need to cut something. And
so you always have all those tools with you.
Yeah, and it's TSA approved too, which is the cool part. So I can, not that I fly, but I can get into an airport if I need to.
Can you really?
Yeah, they said it's TSA approved. So
I think we need to be there with cameras on that day.
yeah, well, I'm supposed to be in Cancun, so I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to fly 4 hours or drive 3,300 miles.
Well, isn't there a nice tropical storm happening
Right now there is, yeah. I think it's...
I'd fly if I were you.
Yeah, well, this isn't until March, I guess. But it's like
okay.
4 hours of terror or 3,300 miles of boredom.
How would you go 3,300 miles? Drive?
Drive it, yeah.
You can't drive to Cancun.
You can drive to Cancun. There is.
Can you really?
It's in Mexico.
Well, then I would drive. I can tell you right now what I do. It's only 3,300 miles. I drive.
Yeah, it's I've talked to a couple of guys because I'm like, well, how dangerous is Mexico to some of our Hispanic guys? And one of them was like, well, if you want to come back, it's not so bad.
Okay.
Or if you don't want to come back, it's not so bad.
Yeah, cash, because isn't that what you would use to bribe people?
That's what the other one said. He was like, listen, they're not going to mess with you. Just stay on the main roads, keep a lot of cash on you. And I'm like, oh yeah, so I'll go into like a Mexican jail for bribing a police officer. And...
Well, let him make the first move.
Right, yeah.
Let him stop you first. That's the first move.
I'm staying 55 miles an hour,
okay.
right down the
35 mile an hour zone.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm going to be real good if
you
we
won't
drive
even be able
this
to
thing.
read the stop signs or the speed.
No, I'm
signs.
learning Spanish.
Oh, okay.
I've gone through my midlife crisis. I'm learning Spanish and I'm learning how to play the guitar right now. So
okay. All you need is a sombrero.
Exact sombrero and. Whatever.
And cash.
And cash, yeah.
And he's ready to go to Mexico.
Exactly.
All right. Well, all right. So Bill's going to Mexico. Oh, my goodness. We're going to need pictures of this.
Yikes.
All right. So anyway, you had a good birthday.
I did have a good birthday, yeah.
All right. And now we'll talk about Dry Zone.
Okay.
All right. So Dry Zone's a busy place. We're going to do this experiment, and I'm kind of excited about that. I was with you one day when we raised the sidewalk. That was very interesting. Mm-hmm. I kid people, but I think Jack Riddle took pictures and actually had some keychains made. He's so excited about it. He's going to be your biggest cheerleader.
I'll tell you, Jackson, he guy.
He is. It was great.
I was just watching him actually when we were lifting.
Oh,
I mean,
because in all of our minds that day, not to doubt you, Bill, we were thinking, how are you going to raise the sidewalk, and how are you going to make it match? How are you going to bring the front end goes up, the back end goes down, and so you're immediately thinking you've got two places that aren't going to line up. One of them two is not going to line up, and it was perfect.
That's the idea.
I was like,
that's what you're paying for is perfection.
Well,
so.
I just have to be honest with you. I just, as you were doing it, I was thinking, it's going to be close, and Bill's going to say that's about the best we can get it. But it was the best you could get it because it was perfect.
Yeah, it's the cool part of the reason why we're doing the science experiment here is we're actually going to show the reaction and how important it is to have the right people do this, because when this stuff reacts,
it's a science.
It's really an art, really. I mean,
this can't be something you do on the side or part time, or I do it once in a while. I mean, you guys do it head on, for sure, fully insured, 100% satisfaction, and so on. I did want to mention a lot of times with all this bad weather and stuff like that, wet weather. It really is when some of the services you provide are needed. The sump pump thing. In other words, I've heard Barry talk about this battery backup sump pump, because a lot of people, I'll get to talking, because now that I've known you, I find myself, I talk about Dry Zone related things all the time, in other words. But anyway, the sump pump thing, so many people feel comfortable because they have one, but if they only have an electric sump pump,
no power, no pump.
Power, no pump, right. And so you have these battery backup. They're not, so it's a battery operated sump pump?
So what it is, it's an ultra sump power pack.
Okay.
So basically, whether you have a triple safe, which has 3 pumps in it, or you just have like a regular sump pump, and then you add this ultra sump power pack on it, and what it does is it can actually remove up to 12,000 gallons on a single charge. Now we can actually add multiple power packs, so that way you can basically daisy chain it, and if one of these power packs goes dead eventually, then you have the second one or the third one. Right before the storm, we had lots of folks coming in here, and we were going out to their houses, adding multiple power packs.
So they don't have to. They can get a service from you as simple as dealing with a sump pump.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can just buy the ultra sump power pack.
Okay. So I mean, people can stop. That's where we're here. We're doing a remote inside this building. Stop on in and say hi. Check out what they've got here. But also, because if somebody just wanted a battery backup sump pump, is that you will deliver and hook that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, yeah.
So no job too big, no job too small?
No job too big, no job too big, no job too small, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, give them a call. Now, what number do you like to give out?
Why don't you give out your number?
I don't know if I remember it. I think it's
Oh,
866. I'm going to guess at it. 866-222-1091. I hope that's right. I have to look up my
I'll tell you what, if not, I'll give out
my dry zone. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, if not, we'll go out 302-684-5034. But
I had it right.
You got it? Did you have it right?
866-222-1091.
There you go.
All right, that's the Jim Weller Dry Zone hotline. All right, well, we're going to have you back here in a little bit, 8:30 to 9.
Good.
We're going to do this experiment.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I do have an announcement for him. I had somebody comment, Miss Heather Anderson.
Okay.
She says, "Good morning. Oh, and I am not driving to Cancun."
There's your answer, Bill. Happy wife, happy life. Okay. Good morning, Heather. So the boss has spoken.
Yes.
All right. See, and I thought a 3,300-mile trip was nothing. Let's go. All right, everybody, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We're having a good time. I'm going to have Scott Sockrider on after the 8 o'clock break, and we're going to talk about professional power wash. You can stop in. Scott's actually here now, probably going to hang out a little bit if you want to just talk to him in person. The parade, again, we won 4th place. I want to say thank you to the Milford Community Parade Committee, Charles Gray and his family and his team. They do a phenomenal job. We are here in the Dry Zone Red Barn, and I want to talk about Wilson's Auction real quick. Dave Wilson does a great job. They're located right on Route 113 in Lincoln. Been a good supporter and sponsor of my show, and I thank him very much. But Dave Wilson is another good, hard-working public servant. He's actually my state representative. But that set aside, he runs a really good business, and it's called Wilson's Auction, right on Route 113 in Lincoln City, Delaware. Been serving Delaware now for over 40 years. So anyway, you don't stay in business that long without doing it right. So anyway, if you have stuff you want to sell, you can take it to Wilson's Auction and they can sell it for you, and it's over, it's done, and you just pick up your cash and your stuff is gone. You don't have to worry about anybody complaining or bringing it back or wanting to return it or anything like that. It's over with. If you have property, he last Saturday sold a house there on Route 36. Somebody wanted to get rid of a house, just wanted to be done with it. Boom, give him a call, he'll take care of it. So you got an estate you want to settle, he can help you with that. If you have stuff and you just have too much stuff and you want them to come get it and bring it to Lincoln, they can do that. And if you want them to come to your place and have the auction right there, they can do that. They're actually doing that today over in Sharptown, Maryland. They've got a big auction today, and it's got like a bus and box trucks and antique cars and automobiles and engines and tools and more. That's today, starting at 10 o'clock over in Sharptown, Maryland. You can learn all about that by going to the website, wilsonsauction.com. Now, also today on Route 113 in Lincoln is an auction all day long, starting at about 10 o'clock, going into the evening there also. But this auction in Sharptown, I mean, it has like a 69 Buick Wildcat. If you go and look at the pictures, it's got a Jaguar, a Chrysler LeBaron Imperial. It's also got a Corvette 25th anniversary 1978 Corvette, a 1958 Jaguar, 1968 Ford Mustang, a 67 Ford Mustang, a 72 Ford Mustang, and the 72 is actually a Mach 1. Wow. All kinds of automobiles, all kinds of things, tools, and miscellaneous items. So please go to the website, wilsonsauction.com, and click on the ads. So today you can go to Lincoln, you can go to Sharptown, Maryland. You can do both. Tuesday night they have the auto auction. So whether you're buying, whether you're selling, Wilson's Auction will take good care of you. Their website again is wilsonsauction.com. Phone number 422-3454, 422-3454. Tell them you heard about it at wellers.com, and we're going to wellers.com. You heard it at Weller Does Delmarva. I got too many names. Brooks is over here making faces at me. You want to take a caller now?
We can take a caller.
All right, so the first person to call us, this is just an experiment to see if all of our equipment works with a caller. So if you call 839-1059 and you're the first one to get through right now, you're going to be on the air live, and you're going to win a gift absolutely free. just for calling now. 839-1059. We're looking for the first person to call today. It's the only call we're going to take. 839-1059. And if you call and you're the first one to get through, we will take your call, and then we will say, hey, guess what you've won, and you'll win it. And after 8 o'clock, we're going to have Scott Sockrider on from Professional Power Wash. I'm going to talk him into some kind of a crazy special. And on top of that, and let me think what's after that. Then 8:30 to 9, we're doing this experiment here. Okay? So got a lot going on, Brooks. I can't even keep up with it all. All right, and on top of that, I'm trying to grow hair. So anyway, Weller's is going to be open at 9 today. Phone number to call in, because you got to be the first caller that gets through, that it actually works, and you're going to win this gift, okay? And all you got to do is call. All right, but I want to talk about O&W Insurance real quick, and they're my insurance agent. I really like them. I've dealt with them for a long time. What are you telling me? We got the caller?
We've got a caller.
Already?
Yep.
That was too quick. Caller, are you there?
Is it me?
Hello?
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 He can hear you. He's
I
just
can hear
messing
you.
with
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. How you doing, Jim?
Good. How are you doing?
We're doing good.
And where are you calling from?
Millsboro, Delaware.
Millsboro, Delaware. Is this Greg?
That it is.
And what are you doing today?
You there?
I'm here. What are you going to do today?
Well, I'm working.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm still here.
Are you listening through your phone or through the radio?
No, through the phone.
Okay, just checking with you. All right. Well,
Yeah, I'm hearing myself back as I speak to you.
Okay. That happens when I use the phone too. Tell me, what kind of a gift would you like to win, Greg?
How about a fire department flag?
A fire department flag. Do we have them, Brooks?
We normally do. I will have to make sure, but
Okay.
yeah.
A fire department flag. Would you rather have that or 30 pair of socks?
Good question. I can help sit with the flag.
All right. Well, we'll give you a fire department flag. How's that?
Sounds good.
Hey, do you have a breakfast coming up?
No, they are done for the season.
Done
They
for
have
the
a
season.
Chicken
Okay.
and dumpling dinner tonight.
A dumpling dinner tonight?
Chicken and dumplings.
Where's this at?
It's at the Indian River Fire Station number 1 from 4 to 6:30
Are you going to be there?
on Oak Orchard Road. Yeah, I'll be there probably about 4:30.
Is it all you can eat?
All you can eat for $12.
Really? Do they have takeouts?
They do.
Are you also willing to deliver?
No, that we can't do.
All right. Well, we're gonna thank you for calling. Was it much trouble to get through?
No, I have your program. I have the station number programmed, and it went right through.
Have you ever heard of this station before?
Oh yeah, I listen to it all the time.
Who's your favorite talk show host?
Well, during the week it's Dan Gaffney and Kelly Steele.
Kelly Steele. Did you know Kelly
Yeah.
Steele hit a deer the other day?
I saw it on the Facebook.
Do you know the deer has now hired the some civil liberties organization and is going to sue her?
No, I didn't hear that.
She hadn't heard it either. All right. Have a good weekend, okay?
Sounds good. Thanks.
All right, see you. Thanks for calling.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, the phone lines work evidently. We weren't sure, everybody, if the phone lines work, so we just wanted to make sure. So anyway, you're going to make a note of that. He wins the flag?
Yep.
Okay, isn't that nice? You call in and you can just pick what you want to win. I'm so glad he didn't say a power washer.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, he went
was
low.
kind to me. He was
Yes.
kind to me. All right. So anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. This truly is made from scratch radio. Believe it or not, we don't make this stuff up. This is professional. We rehearse it. We spend a lot of time on it. My gosh, I mean, what do we do?
You have to tell the truth.
Which one's the truth? We spend a lot of time or we rehearse it? I do rehearse it in my mind of minds every once in a while. Can I finish my commercial with L&W Insurance?
Yeah.
All right. We took a caller, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And did we mention we're doing our new Weller discount card. Did I say that earlier?
Yes, you did.
And we're looking for people that might want to be on it.
Absolutely.
Preferably food.
And food seems to work the best.
Food. You know who should be on it? Power Wash guys should give a discount with it. I never even thought of that till just now. But I don't want to talk him into all. I don't want to tell him what to do. I want to spring it on him on the air, okay? Anyway, L&W Insurance Agency is my insurance agent. I deal with them. I've dealt with them. I really like them. I deal with them for car insurance, homeowners, workman's comp, health care, life insurance, all kinds of things. So if you need an insurance agency that will take good care of you and they represent you, not the insurance company, and I like that very much. When I have a problem, they say, I don't even want you to call the insurance company. Deal with us. We'll take care of you. And I like that. They sell multiple brands. Well, I don't know if they sell, but they represent multiple different companies, so that way I can shop, without having to go to different places. They can get me different quotes, all dealing with one agent or one group of people. So it's L&W Insurance. I'm going to give you their phone number here in just a minute. They've been serving Delaware for over 60 years. Can you imagine being in business that long?
It's a long time.
That's a long time. Companies come and go anymore, and they've been around for 60 years. So it's L&W Insurance Agency, 856. What is the phone number, Brooks? 856-7828, 856-7828. And on the web, it's lwinsurance.com. So give them a call. Tell them I sent you. If you have insurance and you want to double check and make sure that you got the right stuff, or you want to get their opinion or a quote or something like that, don't hesitate. After the 8 o'clock break, we're going to have Scott Sockrider from Professional Power Wash on. We're going to talk about, some different things as far as power washing. 8:30 to 9, we're doing this big experiment. Bill's got his gloves on now. So anyway, and they're going to get this big vest that I need to wear, and it's going to be interesting. I'm giving away these Weller wood nickels if you'd like one. Weller does Delmarva discount mugs. Man, Brooks, my mind is not with it today. I go from discount cards to the mugs. Anyway, the mugs are free. There's no discount on them. They're free. You can have one for free or two for $1. How's that sound?
Works for me.
Okay. I don't really want to bring this up, but I feel compelled to.
What's that?
How's the sock sales going?
Extremely well.
Is that the craziest promotion we've ever had in the history of the company?
Absolutely.
I mean, it's just one person after another coming through the door, literally buying socks at Weller's Utility Trailers.
And they were great at the normal price.
What was it? 18 pair for $10.
That was like a normal special that we would run.
Right.
And that's still a great deal. But I mean, with the deal that you got running right now, it's a no-brainer. So people were just coming in and buying.
Haven't you told me stories people are buying them and giving them away?
Absolutely. Some people are buying them for like the Stuff the Socks campaign, sending them to the troops. There's a lot of people buying them to give them to the homeless.
Okay.
So then they're just.
Crazy.
Some people are buying them for Christmas gifts. I mean, there's just so many things that people are using them for.
But you've never seen nothing like this.
Oh, not at all.
All our promotions ever.
When you get people coming in and they're walking up to the counter and their hands are like spread all the way out and they got 10, 15 bags of socks in their hands.
Wow.
It's like I've never seen socks move like that.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
Now, do you tell them all that they're left-footed?
I wasn't telling people that. I was going to wait until they.
And after the first of the year, we're going to sell right-footed socks. Anyway, the phone number to the store is 337-8228. Now, toll-free for me would be 1-302-337-8228. So it's 337-8228 if you want to call Weller's in Bridgeville. If you want to know about our specials, isn't there one that ends today?
Yeah, the instant coupon ad.
All right. Now, do I have a copy of that? Yes, I do. It ends today.
It ends today.
Now, they can see that at Wellers.com, right? And it says instant coupons. They don't even have to have the coupon, do they?
No.
The flagpole's a crazy deal. Anybody that went to the Delaware State Fair saw the people there selling flagpoles. We always buy a lot of inventory off of them after the fair, and we get an incredibly good deal. They sell them at the fair, $250, $300. Online, they're $299. We've got the same exact flagpole, same brand, same everything. $177. It's 20-foot tall aluminum telescopic flagpole made in America. Comes with a flag. It'll actually hold 2 flags. Sells online for $299 plus shipping. We save you over $100 off buying it online. So anyway, phone number to Bridgeville's. What are you doing? Would you quit touching all them buttons? 337. All right. We're going to take a break. 337-8228. Give me a call now. Wellers in Bridgeville. Other than that, we'll be right back after the break. Stay tuned.
live local news and a CBS News update every hour on the hour throughout your busy day. We've got you covered every day. Delaware 1059.
Iron Source. For backyard projects to major construction, no one understands your project like Iron Source. Need a mini excavator? Rent it. Need a boom lift? Rent it. Need a stump grinder? Rent it. Iron Source will match your job with the right equipment and make sure you know how to use it. Iron Source, the only name you need to know for equipment rentals and sales. And now hydraulic hoses made in minutes. Iron Source, the exclusive dealer for Gale, Whacker, Bandit, and Western snowplows. Now with 2 locations, Georgetown and Smyrna, and online at ironsourcede.com.
Parents, did you know that if you aren't married to one another when a child is born, the biological father's name will not be automatically put on the child's birth certificate? There are many ways to establish paternity, including going to court, but a free way that is also quick and easy is for both biological parents to contact Kenton Sussex Community Services to complete a voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. To find out more, call the Kenton Sussex Community Services Paternity Specialist at 302-51983 or email paternity@kscs.org.
CBS News, I'm Gary Nunn. Daybreak in Mexico the morning after Patricia, which slammed ashore of Vallarta and Manzanillo. Damage assessments now underway that the storm is diminishing. Patricia has just been downgraded to a tropical storm with 50-mile-an-hour winds.
So far, the heaviest impact from Hurricane Patricia has been in the southern part of Jalisco and in Colima states, where the storm made landfall Friday evening. In Puerto Vallarta, the rain was heavy, but the popular beach resort was largely spared. Patricia crossed land in a much less populated area. Mudslides are reported in Colima. Highways are washed out, lampposts and billboards knocked down, and trees uprooted.
Thousands spent the night in shelters. The storm is now heading toward the northeast.
There's some concern for Texas, not really for high winds in association with these remnants, but the potential for heavy rainfall exists across central and eastern Texas later in the weekend and into early parts of next week.
John Canzalosi of the National Hurricane Center, up to a foot of rain from an earlier storm has swamped many parts of Texas. This woman on I-45 stopped in Corsicana.
The 18-wheeler went around me, and then some of the trucks went around me and were honking and like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm not going. As you can see, I have a kind of little car. I just didn't think I could make it. And so I stopped and freaked out and called 911, and they were like, well, just stay there.
American teens are being encouraged now to vow never to ride with a driver who's been drinking, part of a new safety campaign.
Every year in the U.S., more than 4,700 people are killed because of underage drinking, according to Mothers Against Drunk Driving. In a new survey conducted along with State Farm Insurance, the group finds that 1 out of 3 adolescents has been a passenger with a drinking driver at least once in the past year. 22% of the time, the driver was under the legal drinking age. Perhaps most troubling, 25% of the youths in this survey said they'd be willing to ride with someone who has been drinking.
CBS's Barry Magnato. Outgoing House Speaker John Boehner in the Republicans' weekly address says he's introduced a bill supporting the D.C. Opportunity Scholarship Program, which would use federal dollars to pay for students and tuition at private and parochial schools.
There's a reason this is the only program of its kind. Our approach gives equal support to public schools, charter schools, and these low-income families. But the unions and the education establishment in our country see school choice as a threat.
President Obama, in his weekly address, is calling on Congress to reauthorize the Land and Water Conservation Fund, ultimately helping lower carbon emissions and generating more clean electricity.
Because America is leading by example, 150 countries, representing over 85% of global emissions, have now laid out plans to reduce their levels of the harmful carbon pollution that warms our planet.
Baseball, the World Series matchup is set. The New York Mets opening the series Tuesday night in Kansas City. Royals edging the Blue Jays last night 4-3. This is CBS News.
If you're looking to save money on Medicare Part D prescriptions, just swing by Walgreens. With everything from copays as low as $1 on select plans to now reward points on all prescriptions, Walgreens helps you get more. And who doesn't like more? So seize those Medicare Part D savings because you, my friend, have earned them. Walgreens, at the corner of happy and healthy.
$1 copay for Tier 1 generics. Points can't be earned in New York, New Jersey, and Arkansas. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
If you're a 50-year-old male with type 2 diabetes, $500,000 of term life insurance is about $100 a month. Everyone needs affordable term insurance regardless of health. Call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, overweight, or have high blood pressure. For affordable term life for you, call Big Lou at 800-480-4694. 800-480-4694.
There was a serious crash north of Lewis yesterday afternoon that closed down traffic for several hours. According to Delaware State Police, it happened just after 5 on Coastal Highway in the area of Mimos Conaway Road with several injuries. We expect more details later today. Delaware's Division of Public Health reports the state's first Kent County lab confirmation of a case of influenza for the 2015-2016 flu season. According to officials, they say the case is a 33-year-old Kent County woman who's recovering at home. There are 2 main types of flu virus, types A and B, that routinely spread throughout the population. The one in Kent County is influenza B. A pedestrian was struck yesterday afternoon in Pittsville. Maryland State Police were called to the intersection of Gumboro Road and Pittsville Avenue. In Pittsville around 5:50, 18-year-old Tyler Wilson of Ocean City was chasing a dog and ran into the road without looking. The driver of the pickup attempted to avoid the man, but was unable. Wilson was taken to PRMC with non-life-threatening injuries. In sports, it'll be the Kansas City Royals, New York Mets in the World Series. Royals wrapped it up. 6 games, 4-2. Meanwhile, the Boston Celtics beat Philadelphia 81-62 in the NBA last night. Toronto over Washington 92-82, and the Washington Caps beat Edmonton 7-4. That's a check of the news. Forecast calling for cloudy skies, sunshine. Look for a high about 64. Actually, beautiful weather for the parade that's going to be kicking off at 11 o'clock, Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth, Seawitch. Then for tonight, mostly cloudy, 49. A shower in places in the morning, otherwise mostly cloudy, 65 tomorrow. On Monday and Tuesday, partly sunny both days. Monday, 61. Tuesday, 63. And that's a check of the latest news from Delaware 1059.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
Okay, Scott, get your hair straight. We're going to be coming back in just a minute. Brooks will tell us when we're back, all right? When are we back?
About 30 seconds ago.
30 seconds ago. Holy mackerel. All right, I was talking to Scott. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you nervous?
A little bit.
All right, don't be. Anyway, this is Scott Sockreiter, the owner and operator of Professional Power Wash. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been doing this?
Almost 13 years now.
Wow, you were just a teenager when you started.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, and tell us some of the things you do. When I think of power washing, I just think of power washing my house, but I think you do many other services.
Yes, we do roof cleaning, house washing, truck washing, restaurant hood cleaning.
Do people ever have like big pieces of equipment power washing?
Yeah, we do trucks, farm equipment.
Okay. Ever done construction equipment? Get all the grease and stuff
Yes.
over there?
Yes.
Okay. And like I not too long ago had you do my house, and I have a big, I'll call it a pole shed, big building there, and I was surprised how much shinier the building looked. It was hard to believe. Like the paint looked fine, but after you cleaned it up, it just looked so good, and the gutters looked good and everything. It just kind of made it all feel good. So, and also, do you tell me you do something in kitchens?
Yes, we do.
What is that called? That
the hood cleaning.
The hood cleaning. Now,
Yeah,
that's a pretty regular thing that has to be done.
We have some contracts every 3 months,
Okay.
6 months, and then some are yearly.
Okay. So, and I guess you have to do that when they're closed.
Yeah, before they open in the morning or after they close at night.
So it's fair to say you'll accommodate a person's hours if somebody needs you to do something at
Absolutely.
a certain time. Okay, where houses and stuff, you do them during daylight hours, I presume.
Yes.
Now, roofs. Is there something special to do a roof? Is it a different type of a power washing or a different type of a way?
Yeah, it's a soft wash process. We apply our solution, all the black streaks disappear.
Right. I think I had you do a house for me that
Yes.
had black streaks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you shouldn't touch a power washer. You shouldn't use a power washer on a roof.
Okay.
You can knock the granules off. You can take the light years off your roof.
Oh, so you need to know what you're doing.
Right.
So, I mean, in that thing there, it seems like everybody and their brother's out power washing. Is there any organization that somebody should be involved? Is there anything that governs you?
We're actually in an association, the UAMCC, and we're actually certified.
Okay.
For roof cleaning, house washing, and wash water control.
So somebody has said, you have passed the test. You
Yes.
are, you're I don't know if the word's certifiable, but you're certified.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been to classes, meetings, associations. We took tests.
Okay. So you have to measure up to a certain standard.
Right.
Okay. And I'm going to sense that with all these different people running around, that's something that a consumer should ask.
Sure.
Is,
Absolutely.
are you certified if you're thinking about having something done?
Sure.
So I would presume you're fully insured and
Yes.
certified.
Yep.
Okay. Now, so you'll do a house. I mean, if somebody just wants their house done, they give you a call. If somebody calls, what's a reasonable time frame? A week or two, or before you would get to them?
Yeah, it's typically a week to 2 weeks.
Okay, so within a week to 2 weeks.
Yep.
And how far would you travel? Would you go to Dover?
We actually travel all the way up to southeast Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. So
we cover the whole state of Delaware and down Ocean City, Salisbury, Maryland area.
Okay. So you'll travel. That's kind of encouraging to
Yep.
know. All right. So if a person owned a house here, but maybe had a couple rental houses or something like that, or just if they're listening and they live in Dover or something, that you'll travel.
Yep. Sure.
Okay. So you do businesses, you do equipment, you do farm machinery. Will you work on weekends if somebody needs you to?
Yes, sir. We work 7 days a week if I have to. I
Okay.
actually have to work today and wash some trucks.
Okay.
After the show.
So in other words, you're not just a Monday through Friday thing, 9 to 5. You'll kind of accommodate what the customer's needs are.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Okay. How long did you say? How long you been doing this?
Almost 13 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
And what's the best way to reach you? Because first of all, you have a Facebook page.
Yes, it's Power Washing Delaware on
Okay.
Facebook.
All right. So you'd like people to like that.
Sure.
Okay. And then what's the next thing? Are you got a website?
Yes, the website is theprofessionalpowerwash.com.
That's a good one. Theprofessionalpowerwash.com. Okay. And then phone.
Phone number is 302-858-9568.
858-9568. So give a call. Now, do you personally go on most jobs?
Yes, I'm actually on every job.
Are you really? So in other words, if they call, are you the one that gives the quotes?
I give the quotes. I'm there with my guys, working right there with
so
them.
you're a hands-on owner, operator, businessman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's not like they give a call and then they're going to meet you and then you just send somebody out there. You're there. You're on the scene.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you're very passionate about making sure your people do it right.
Right.
Okay. And 858-9568. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot here, okay?
All right.
I don't want to trip you up or anything, but I like to make deals with people.
All right.
So I want to ask you, and if you don't want to do it, it's okay? I didn't preempt you for this. In other words, when I scheduled Scott to be on, I didn't plan this ahead of time. I'm just throwing it on him right now, live. Would you consider giving some kind of a discount if people were to give you a call in the next day or two and schedule some work, or would you rather not do that? It's your call.
Sure. If they call within 3 days and say they heard it from...
So by end of day Monday?
Sure.
Okay.
If they call, and I'm willing to give 20% off.
I'd have been happy with 10. You sure you want to give 20?
Sure. Why not?
All right. 20%. That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So say I have a small house. Can you give me any idea of a price, or do you have to actually see it?
Well, it depends on the size of the house.
Okay. Any ideas or nothing? I mean, can you give me a approximate?
I mean,
how do you do it? By square footage?
Pretty much, yeah. How many square foot it is. So if you're 2,000 square foot, I might be around $200 to wash the house.
$200, really?
Sure.
That's pretty reasonable, isn't it? That's beyond reasonable. So, would you give 20% off of that?
Yes, sir.
20% on $200. How much is that, Brooks?
$40.
$160? That's too cheap. That's too cheap. All right. So, your chemicals, they're good with bushes and shrubs and plants and stuff.
It won't harm
like that.
anything.
What about kittens?
No, it won't harm me.
Just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. All right. What else what am I not asking you? I got to really review that 20%. That's a steep discount, okay? I'm used to getting excited about a 2% discount on my credit card. In other words, you're saying 20% off if somebody calls you today, tomorrow, or Monday.
Yes.
All right. And then schedules it, and you'll get to it in the next week or two, something like that.
Yep.
20% off. So they just need to say, hey, I heard you on the radio with Jim, and I'm in.
Yep, that's all you got to do.
What date is that, Brooks? Because I know we're streaming this, so I need to put the date on there.
10/26 would be the
Okay, so folks that are watching the stream at a later date, basically what we're saying is up till 10/26/2015, close of business that day, Scott Sockreiter of Professional Power Wash will give you a 20% discount if you call 858-9568, 858-9568, and say, hey, heard you on the radio, thought you looked pretty good, and want to do some business with you, want to deal with an owner-operator that actually is there. Do you actually work with your guys, or do you just supervise?
No, I work hands-on.
No kidding. I
Yes,
know
sir.
you do. He was out to my house, and he was a working dude. So anything else you want to tell us? How you holding up here?
It's good. It's getting better every year.
Okay.
So that's a
And,
good thing.
Yep, I saw your stuff. You got? Didn't you get a vehicle wrapped?
Yes, I have a F-250 and it's all wrapped up.
Looks good, doesn't it?
Yep. They should
Yeah.
see it riding down the road.
Really? That's kind of nice, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, it looks professional.
Right, exactly.
There you go. Not just some magnetic signs or something like that.
Right.
So. All right. Anything else you want to say to the crowd?
They
You getting a phone call already?
Sorry about
Telling
that.
you, radio works.
Yes, sir.
Would that have been the number?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Radio works. There you go, folks. For the ones that are listening, he got a call right while he's on there. Now, it wasn't your wife or anything, was it?
No,
Oh,
no.
So it might have been a real call.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, folks. He'll call you right back if you're listening. So 858-9568, Scott Sockreiter, Professional Power Washing. Well, it's Professional Power Washing Delaware on Facebook. So while you're at it, just go and like the page. Then his website is theprofessionalpowerwash.com. I like that one. But his business is Professional Power Wash. 858-9568. Give Scott a call now. In about 2 minutes, he'll be done with me. Give him a call, and if you say that you heard him on the radio, you will get a 20% discount, and then he'll get to you in the next week or 2 or 3, depending on how many calls he gets. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Has it been fun?
It's fun. It was fun.
All right. Painless?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He just can't wait to get out of here, right? Wants to get to work, right?
Yeah, I have to go to work. Yep.
All right. Well, Scott, have a good weekend, okay?
Sure. Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot. All right?
Have a good
All right. Take care. Don't forget your drink. And that was Scott Sockreiter. 20% off. I would have been happy with 10%, but he just wants to give everybody a good deal. I like that. I like that.
And that's
So-
that's a real bargain.
I did get a message from our one caller, okay? And he was wondering, could he change what he wanted for free? But I can't do it now because it was a live show, okay? But he was hoping for a VW convertible.
That would
Next
be
time,
good.
Greg. Next time.
Yeah.
All right. What are we talking about, Brooks? Man, we got this big experiment. Look, they got this stuff. They're rolling it out. The guys are gearing up in all this gear. It's going to be interesting. So if you're near the Red Barn.
Should we be
What?
worried that they're in hazmat suits?
I don't know. They seem pretty comfortable. They're not worried.
Yeah.
But anyway, I just want to tell you, we're getting ready to do this big scientific experiment right here. And if you're watching, I'll wait. I won't bring any more props up here. But if you're watching, go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com and you can watch us, okay? While you're here, you're welcome to a Weller Does Delmarva coffee mug. Greenwood Mennonite School's got a big event coming up on the 7th, okay? A couple weeks away. November 7th. I want to tell you about it. It's their fall auction. In fact, Brooks, we're going to do the show live there that morning. So it starts with an all-you-can-eat breakfast. Then they have a live and silent auction starting at 9. The breakfast starts at 7. Big event. It's a fundraiser for the Greenwood Mennonite School. Did I say that in the beginning?
No.
What did I say?
I think you just said there was a fall auction coming up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Greenwood Mennonite School's fall auction. If you want to know more, I'm going to give you a phone number, okay? Because they're still accepting donations if you have something you'd like to donate that they can auction off. And this is how they raise money to help operate the school and so on. Anyway, phone number 349-4131, 349-4131, or on the web, it's gmsflames.org. Look up their Facebook page for me, Brooks, if you would. gmsflames.org. It's probably like the Greenwood Mennonite School fall auction or something like that, just so you can tell people where they can find it on Facebook. But it's a nice day. If you've never been to this auction, you can come and have breakfast and then hang out all day long and find all kinds of interesting quality things at auction prices, okay? Want to mention No Nonsense Office Machines. Our good friend Rick Fowler owns No No Nonsense Office Machines in Georgetown. We've been dealing with him for 25 plus years. Really good man to deal with. He sells and services us copiers, but he sells and services all kinds of electronic things, okay? So you would think of a printer, or maybe a monitor, or gaming systems, or fax machines, or computers, full-blown computer systems, or just a standalone computer system, tablets, laptops, and all kinds of things. He also services what he sells. So if he sells you something used, you can rest assured that he has made sure it is in working good order. I was going to try to say the word optimal, but I might have got it wrong. But anyway, he makes sure what he sells you is right. He is honest, he is fair, he is friendly, he is knowledgeable, he is local, he supports things in the community, and he employs people that live around here. So it's No Nonsense Office Machines, Rick Fowler, 2 miles east of the Circle in Georgetown, right there on Route 9. It's right next to the Sports at the Beach complex. But again, if you need a fax machine or a computer, or maybe more than one computer or whatever. But anyway, just things like that. Printers, laptops, tablets, computers, fax machines, gaming systems, and of course copiers. No Nonsense Office Machines. I have people all the time saying, I heard about him on the radio, gave him a call, took good care of me, met my expectations, and over-delivered. Undercommit and over-deliver. Did you find the thing?
Yes, it's a Greenwood Mennonite School Fall Auction.
All right, so back to the auction. I do bounce around a lot, okay? Anyway, back to the auction. It's, what did you call it again?
Greenwood Mennonite School Fall Auction.
Pretty simple name. Greenwood Mennonite School Fall.
Now I'm going to go. Pictures on there too of things that they're going to be auctioning off.
Oh, really? Okay. Is that kayak on there? They're going to have a kayak, folks.
I haven't seen it all yet.
Right.
It looks
Well,
like
anyway,
a nice grill and some other good stuff.
Oh, yeah. And it starts with an all-you-can-eat breakfast, too. But let me go back to No Nonsense Office Machines. So I'm telling you, on a regular basis, I have people tell me that they called, they dealt with Rick, they were very happy. And Rick will really take good care of you from this angle, too. Say you bought a computer somewhere else and the thing's just not working right, or he'll work on it whether you bought it from him or not. Okay? But if you want a computer and you don't want it loaded with a bunch of junk you don't need, Rick can literally design a computer around your needs. He's not what I would call a big box store that is just going to sell you what he got a good deal on. He's going to sell you what you need, which is kind of important. So again, No Nonsense Office Machines, 856-7381, 856-7381. Give him a call, tell him I sent you, and I tell you he will take good care of you. One more person I did want to mention is my accountant, George Luff & Associates. I just talked to him the other day. He does a really good job of looking over our bookkeeping and doing our taxes and our quarterly stuff and just helping us in any way we can. We've been together 25 plus years, and I'm very happy with him. And over the past few years, he has started doing our payroll, and he is telling me that this is something that is becoming increasingly important to businesses, to not have to worry about all the new rules and regulations and things pertaining to the health care and so on. If you want somebody else to take care of your payroll and you want to spend your time running your business and you don't want to become an expert on all that, and you just want to earn your money and pay your people, they will take care of your payroll, whether it's 1 or 2 employees or whether it's hundreds of employees. It's called Easy Payroll, and you don't even have to deal with them as far as your accounting work. If you just want them to do your payroll, they will be glad to do it, but of course they'd love to be your accountant too. So it's called Luff & Associates. They have an office in Milford, they have one in Dover, and they have one in Rehoboth. One phone number will get you everywhere you need to be, which is 422-9699, 422-9699. On the web, it's Luff, L-U-F-F, CPAs.com, LuffCPAs.com. George Luff, his son, his staff, they do a real good job. We really enjoy dealing with them, and we are thankful they're part of our show. What is the next thing I want to mention? Scott Sockrider agreed to put his business on our Weller discount card, okay? So I'm excited about that, all right? So the Weller discount cards, I hope to have the new ones by our Black Friday specials. But if you are listening and you own a business, most of the people that are on there are restaurants, but maybe you own a car wash. Maybe you do power. Well, I already got a power washer, so I don't want to put another one on there, okay? But if you own any kind of a business, maybe a heating and air guy that wants to give a discount on something, a business that you want to give a discount to the people we're going to give or sell these cards to, give me a call and let me know so I can get you on the card. It's got very limited space. There's no charge. Scott was like, well, what's it going to cost me? It's going to cost you nothing until somebody uses it, and then you got to give the discount. So that's the neat thing about it. This card doesn't cost you anything. And unlike any other discount card out there, my card gives you a ton of advertising. Because once you put your name on my card, every time we talk about it, we're talking about your business. So
Absolutely.
That's just a freebie, okay? So anyway, if you're not on my Weller discount card and you want to be on it, give me a call, 337-8228, and say, hey, I'm in like Flynn. I want to be on that card. What do I got to do? And we'll get you on there, okay? We sell them things. We give them away. We sell them.
Yeah, they definitely move. That's for sure.
People love them.
And it's a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want to be on it?
Right. Why wouldn't you want to be on it?
Really,
it's free.
It's really free
until
advertising. And even still, yes, you're giving a discount to, to the person using the card, but it's business that got brought to you with advertising.
Yeah, you're not giving a discount till they spend money.
Exactly.
I like that. So. And you're not spending any money till they spend money.
Exactly.
These guys are really getting ready. I got 2 people over here with gloves on now. Okay?
Are they doing surgery or something?
I don't know what. Oh, my gosh, here comes another guy. So anyway, so in the 8:30 to 9 o'clock hour, you're going to be able to watch this at WellerDoesDelmarva.com. Now, that's on the World Wide Web. We used to be on the local web. Now we've switched over to the World Wide Web. So it's WellerDoesDelmarva.com. If you have any questions, they can chat with you right there. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. And if you want to see it, we're right here on Route 16 in Ellendale at the Dry Zone Red Barn. Okay? So next week's show, I think we're going to be on location, but I haven't made up my mind yet or got it all worked out. Okay? So I'd rather not talk about it now, Brooks. Okay?
Yeah, I would stop talking.
See ya. Stop talking. All right. What else do I got to say?
You're
we got that ad. Huh?
You're like moving through stuff.
I can't believe it. I'm becoming more proficient. Efficient, proficient, whatever the word is.
Have you noticed I've tried not to bulldoze as much this week?
What was it?
I've tried not to bulldoze as much this week.
Yes, you're like a big bulldozer. All right, we got the ad, Instant Coupon Savings. This ad was actually somewhat your idea. I wanted to have coupons. Brooks says, well, let's have coupons, but make them instant. Okay, that's fine. So then nobody really has to bring them in. But the camo cotton, well, you tell me, in this ad, what things are selling?
Well, obviously the socks are selling for sure.
Okay. I mean, I think people think you're exaggerating that.
No, I mean, I am dead serious. I mean, if we had, I don't even know what we started with, but we've sold hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of bags of socks.
Okay.
Since this ad has came out.
30 pairs of socks for $10.77.
That's correct.
Sounds goofy, sounds silly, sounds odd, but it's real money.
Yeah.
And we're losing money every time we do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like eating soup with a fork.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna get something every once in a while.
Right.
There's a tablet special on there.
Oh.
That we're actually moving those quite well.
But it includes a couple freebies.
It includes a set of earbuds and it includes a cleaning kit. We actually
Isn't the cleaning kit like a $10 or $15 item?
Yeah.
It's a Zag cleaning kit.
Yep.
A set of earbuds.
Yep.
And a brand new 7-inch Android tablet.
That's correct.
All 3 things for $50.
That's correct. Now we only have very few left of the earbuds.
Less than 10?
Well, I would say less than 5.
Oh,
wow. Obviously, and the ad ends today, but you want to get in there soon and take advantage of that.
Or else you're going to pay $50 and you don't get the earbuds.
That's correct. You'll still get the cleaning kit, but we'll be out of the earbuds.
But right now, if you get there before we're out of them, you get the cleaning kit, the earbuds, and the tablet.
Yep. And then the flagpoles have been big movers.
I would say.
I mean, and it's not even.
You figure we're over $100 less than the company that makes them, sells them for online.
Yep.
How do we do these things?
And we're not charging extra for color.
And we're not charging extra to ship it. Because we're not shipping it.
Because we're not shipping it. I'm like, wait a second. But we have.
You should have just agreed. You should have said you're right because we're not shipping it. No sales tax. Go ahead.
We have a silver, we have a black, and we have a bronze.
Oh, I thought the colors were extra.
No, they're all included in that special.
Online, they're extra.
Well, not at Weller's. Today,
you're giving the black and the bronze for the same price as the silver.
That's correct.
Who authorized that?
I would say somebody other than myself.
That's like a $40 upgrade. $177 for a 20-foot tall aluminum telescopic flagpole.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with a flag.
Yep.
Holds 2 flags.
Yep.
All installation hardware.
Yep.
and it's made in the USA.
That's correct.
And it's the nice flag. It's not a silkscreen flag.
Yeah, it's a
sewn flag.
Yep. And then we also have some more flags available, a wide variety.
So if they wanted to add a second flag.
Exactly. And we also have some good quality, like Delaware, Maryland.
Okay, so
flags.
we have two versions of flags.
Yes.
Because aren't they on sale?
Yes.
The silkscreen flags are only $10.
That's correct.
But we have silkscreen flags, which are the $10 ones.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how much the sewn ones are, but they're probably $35, $40.
They're I was actually between 25 and 30.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So
they're good quality flags, so you can have a good
then,
quality American flag, good quality.
Don't we
state
even
flag.
have that flagpole that bolts to the side of your house?
Yep. They call that the fly right pole. It actually has like a bracket. It has
oh,
a flag
like a
on one side,
counterbalance, so it won't wrap all around.
Exactly. It keeps the flag, flying the way it should fly.
Isn't that on sale too?
That I don't recall.
I can't remember.
But we also have the light for the top of.
Oh, the solar light.
Yes. That's on sale, I believe, for like $89.
Really?
And that's a bargain. I mean, they normally sell for $120, $130.
I really defy this internet thing. We try to be cheaper than the internet.
That's a big deal.
I mean, sometimes we're cheaper than Amazon.com.
Which is really a big deal.
Yep. All right. Are we getting ready to take a break, or are we just going to hang in there for a while?
There's the music right there. It was good
there
timing.
Oh, I knew it was coming. I can predict these things. Hey, go to WellerDoesDelmarva.com. We are setting up for the science experiment. I want you to watch it. Get ready. We're at the Dry Zone Red Barn. Stop in if you want. It's getting ready to happen.
Why would you put up with the heating and cooling system that cycles on and off when you can have quiet, true comfort, variable speed by Train? It runs at low speeds with continuous little adjustments to keep your home comfortable and quiet. It's always been hard to stop a train. Now, it's hard to hear one.
It's time to start thinking about the efficiency of your heating system. I'm Dave Jones from Atlantic Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, your local Train dealer. Don't spend another winter wearing jackets in your house because you're afraid of your energy bill. Call us and we will show you how you can reduce your bills by up to 50% with a Train high-efficiency heating system. Train makes systems for every application. Take advantage of our financing deals right now. So if you want lower energy bills and more comfort this winter, call us at Atlantic Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, 856-9300, or find us on the web at AtlanticRefrigeration.com because it's hard to stop a train.
Call dealer for details.
It's hard to stop a train.
CBS News updates. Patricia's fading about as fast as it flexed, downgrading a short time ago to a tropical storm with 50-mile-an-hour winds while it was a Category 5 hurricane. Patricia blasted across Mexico's west coast, chasing thousands of people to shelters. Dean Milano was evacuated inland from Puerto Vallarta.
Hundreds of people are in here setting up cots, and there are children and elderly people here. And basically what we're in office cubicles, basically is what it is, with pillows and sheets and cots and anything we can find.
WBBM meteorologist Ed Curran.
We continue to watch it as it loses its hurricane status quickly. It's tracking up towards Texas. Parts of Texas have seen 5 to 10 inches of rain since Thursday morning. This will add even more rain to the picture.
Rain is forecast for parts of Texas at least through this weekend. CBS News Update, I'm Gary Nunn.
Whether you're celebrating a special occasion or just want to enjoy a perfect meal, we invite you to experience 1776 Steakhouse for premium dry-aged beef, fresh seafood, chops, chicken, pasta, and vegetarian selections, along with an extensive beer and wine list. The atmosphere, warm, classic, and inviting. The service, unmatched. Visit 1776 Steakhouse for a revolutionary dining experience in Midway Shopping Center. Call 302-645-9355 for reservations. Enjoy Nick Wayne on the piano every Thursday from 6 to 9 p.m.
Come on in to the Pint Pub in Millsborough and travel back to years gone by, where wood-fired ovens create eclectic dishes from ye olde England, Scotland, Ireland, and America. The Pint Pub and Eatery is located at 303 Main Street in Millsborough. Join Jerry Speece That's this Thursday from 5:30 to 8 p.m. And don't forget, every Thursday, it's $19 prime rib.
Hi, everybody. This is Butch Emmerich from Emmerich Auction Associates. I wanted to invite you to an important real estate auction of a single-story bungalow-type home, 2 to 3 bedrooms with 1 bath on a half-acre lot, detached garage, screened porch, deck, beautiful landscape yard. This is just north of Milford, Delaware at 960 Bay Road on Route 1, across from IG Burton and up a little bit north. This is going to be a very reasonable home. It has a $25,000 minimum opening bid. While it is a house that needs some remodeling, it certainly has room to be the buy of the year. Don't miss it today, 1 p.m. on site. See EmmeraldAuction.com or AuctionZip.com for photographs, terms of sales, and details, or call Emmerich Auction Associates 227-1433.
Parents, did you know that if you aren't married to one another when a child is born, the biological father's name will not be automatically put on the child's birth certificate? There are many ways to establish paternity, including going to court, but a free way that is also quick and easy is for both biological parents to contact Kenton Sussex Community Services to complete a voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. To find out more, call the Kenton Sussex Community Services Paternity Specialist at 302-535-1983 or email paternity@kscs.org.
The following program is a paid commercial presentation. The comments, views, and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect the views of the staff, management, or advertisers of Delaware 1059.
All right, Brooks, tell me when.
When?
Tell me when.
When?
All right, everybody. Now, we have quite a crowd here, and we're inside the Dry Zone Red Barn. If you're near and you want to pull in, come in. If you're far away, toot your horn so we know that you're coming, okay? But anyway, we're going to do a science experiment. Do you want to explain it, or you want me to just narrate it?
Well, I mean, you can do either one.
Okay, well, I'll let you explain
Okay,
it,
so
'cause
what
I'll
we're
goof
doing
it up.
is we're just simply making poly level.
Poly level,
Right,
okay.
so we have...
So who is Polly?
Just a girlfriend in high school, I don't know.
And we're going to make her level.
Right, exactly.
So we're going to make Polly level. All right. All right, that
There's-
might have been
yeah,
a bad
that might have
joke.
been, yeah.
I'm not sure. All right, well,
That could have
anyway.
been so bad.
So anyway, all right, let's stay focused, Bill.
Okay, so we're simply going
live
to take
radio,
to
folks.
my whole idea with showing it was the fact that a lot of folks will say, well, why choose poly over like concrete replacement, or like the old way people used to do was mud jacking
Versus tearing up my yard
Exactly,
and my
right.
driveway and making a mess. And okay.
And like when you see when we did that sidewalk
Yes.
a couple weeks ago, you couldn't really see what was really going on, right?
Right.
So then I'm just trying to basically show you what actually went on and how important it is to choose a right company, because if you lift that concrete too much, you're not getting it down.
Right.
So you have to be able to understand what you're doing. I mean, we hired Josh. We actually got him off of an oil rig in the Gulf of Mexico.
Really?
Yeah, he was an ROV technician.
Oh.
So we actually went out and really headhunted him, and we found the right
you
guy.
sought out the right person.
We sought out the right person. Yeah, and it's he's a great guy, young man. Actually, just had his second baby this
very
week.
good.
So congratulations to Josh and Amanda.
Well,
Amanda
good.
actually works for us, his wife too. So
really.
So yeah, so like I said, this is stuff that he does every day. They're actually out camping this weekend. So
this
he
is
couldn't be
real.
here to do it. This is real stuff. Yeah,
This is not chucking a truck.
Right.
This is real.
Yeah, this is
certifiable. It's insurable. It's real. It'll pass home inspections and so on.
Yeah, these are dangerous chemicals until they
see
combine.
That. You got me nervous.
Right? Yeah, I mean they're actually very dangerous chemicals until they're combined, and then it's an inert product.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I just don't want anything to happen to my hair. Okay. I've been this long holding on to it. I've held on to this much hair this long. All right. What do you want me to do?
So,
I got my safety glasses on. You guys have got rubber gloves.
I have my pretty assistant
All right,
here.
you go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com real quick, and you can see this, okay? We've got a clear plastic container on the table here, as I narrate it. Cup A and B. Cup B is being poured into cup A, and Bill's mixing it up with a spoon. It's getting to be an odd-looking color there. This is unbelievable, everybody. Oh my gosh. So it's either going to do it or not do it. Oh, there it goes. Poly level. I can't believe this. That little cup is covering the whole bottom of this plastic container.
And you actually, I'll tell you what, put your hand over, feel the heat that's coming out of there.
Oh my gosh. That's unreal, Bill. Oh, and it's already like
Yeah, it's already hardening.
Is
So
that hardening,
very
curing,
shortly
or
it'll turn into that.
this is the little muffin?
That's the little muffin, yeah.
Wow.
So
Now, what would happen if you drove a truck over top of that?
nothing. It's hard. I
Really?
mean, it's like rock. I mean, after it really cures, the
Can you get a
stuff
truck
just
in here, Barry?
yeah, right. it's the harder the stuff is. I mean, it's pretty
Because you
solid
literally
stuff.
have lifted part of Route 1.
We actually, there was several places on Route 1 where we had to lift it a few years ago. Yeah,
Gosh. And it's a place that a vehicle actually drives over.
every single day. Yeah, I mean, it's the right and left lane of southbound Route 1, right below the Middletown exit.
Gosh. You should have done it for nothing if they just let you put dryzone.com on the road.
Right.
I should have negotiated that deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. This is amazing. Now, but it's not real heavy.
No, it's
There's
actually
a
very
cup
light.
with it in it.
It's I'll leave it up to the guys and the girls who do it in the office how much it actually weighs per cubic foot. I think it's like 7 pounds per cubic foot or something like that.
This is
or cubic yard.
almost
I don't know.
mind-boggling. Okay. In other words, I think I understand it, but now how are you going to get that out of there?
Once it actually hardens, we'll just peel it right out.
No way. Oh my goodness.
So then you got the little solo cup in the bottom.
Oh, hold on. I got to get a picture of that. I'll have to post this later. Turn it back over there, Bill. So anybody wants to see this, go to wellerdoesdelmarva.com. This is amazing. That actually could be a hat. Can you paint it red?
You probably can, yeah. It'd be nice and pretty.
For the Red Hat Society?
I'll make a little Sunday out of it.
Golly
But yeah, you can
day.
actually just feel how hot
I know
gets.
it. Now it'll cool down, right?
It'll cool down, and
Okay.
that's why it's so important. You got to know what you're doing because
I would say,
if
'cause
you
it could
put too much at
explode.
well, if you put too much at one time, it actually can ignite. So
Oh,
know,
wow.
there's
So there's a real science to
There
this.
really
I
is.
mean, it needs
There
you
really
need
is.
certified people that know what they're doing, properly trained, proper equipment. What would you do if you did it wrong?
You'd probably have to rip out your concrete and redo it.
Oh, so it's critical.
It's
this
very
is
critical.
this
Yeah,
is
it's-
critical stuff. I know when you did Jack Riddle's sidewalk. I mean, his only other alternative was call a company to come in and bust it all up, disrupt his yard, disrupt his driveway, spend 5 or 10 times the amount of money to fix it.
Right.
There was no other option. I
Right.
mean, this is like amazing when you think about, say you got a pool. I used to have a pool.
Right.
And when I first got the pool, I had so much cement poured around it. Then I decided, I'm going to add a sliding board and all this. So then we pour some more cement.
Right.
Well, then next thing you know, where this cement meets this cement, it starts dipping. Then you have people over and you start thinking, daggone it, somebody's going to trip one of these
Right.
days. And they might not fall in the pool. They might fall on their face,
Right, yeah. Well, and then it's a lawsuit,
Yeah,
you know?
they may want some dental work done or something.
Yeah.
So then I was thinking, what do you do? Well, then all I ended up doing was dig it up and pour more cement.
Right.
Very costly.
Absolutely, and it takes forever, especially in the summertime. Now you've lost your pool for a couple of weeks.
Yes. Yeah, not to mention what the machinery in my yard and
Right.
the mess and if it took jackhammers, you don't know if that's going to vibrate something off my shelf,
Sure.
knickknacks or something like
Yeah.
that. This is amazing, Bill. It's called Polylevel.
Polylevel, yeah.
And so if somebody is listening and they don't even know if their job qualifies for Polylevel, that's still just a free estimate.
Still
right?
a free estimate, yeah.
All they've got to do is call 684, is it 5034?
684-5034.
Okay, or 866-222-1091. I got that one. 866-222-1091.
Yeah, and we'll actually be able to seal all the joints. You can actually get some very large warranties.
Okay.
There's a way to actually basically seal the concrete to where you get like these
Okay.
huge lifetime warranties and all that stuff that actually goes with Polylevel.
But
So,
like say you got a shop or a sidewalk. I mean, just think
Yeah.
of the liability this saves. Now, did you just do a big job at Paradise Grill?
we did, yeah. There was underneath one of the sidewalks. Basically, it was eroding because of the
Okay.
nor'easter and all that we
Okay.
had, right? And I guess it was actually a tropical depression, I guess, but whatever
Alright.
it was.
It
So
was
there was
water.
this huge void,
Okay.
and what they tried to do was try to form it up and try to squeeze some concrete underneath it.
How'd that work?
Not so well.
Okay.
Well, it was a great try.
Okay.
They
It was a fun experiment.
it was a fun experiment, yeah.
Okay.
So they couldn't get the concrete all the way up. It just wouldn't vibrate level, basically.
Right, because the
Right.
concrete is not going to push that piece of concrete back
Well,
up.
that's the thing. The concrete never settled. It literally, like it was sitting on a
okay.
bulkhead right here, and it was sitting on sand over there. So it had a spanning capability. We were walking on it.
Okay.
But there was a huge void, and they were going to have a big 5K run last weekend, or the week. I
Oh,
guess
my
was it last
goodness.
weekend?
Okay.
Yeah. So what happened was we got in there and we're able to actually fill that void up, and it hardens, so that way you don't have to worry about that concrete breaking while some people are walking on it.
Okay. And that's where the science and the professionalism
Right.
comes in, because you need to know how big is the void, how high are we raising something,
right,
and how thick are things,
Right.
and so on.
Yeah, that's
So-
one of the few times we actually got to see the void. Normally it's a big
Okay.
piece of concrete that we're like,
And you don't see underneath it.
Yeah, we just don't have x-ray glasses, so
Right.
that's when you got to know what you're doing.
Right. And okay. And whatever you do helps when somebody goes to sell their property. I
Yeah.
would presume in an insurance inspection.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, you own a commercial business, you
Sure.
got a sidewalk out front or an area out back. I would say this is the kind of stuff that would make your insurance company feel more comfortable with your
Yeah.
liability issues.
I mean, think
and
about
so
it. Your
on.
houses in developments and in towns.
Yes.
Most of the time, that's your responsibility,
It
not the
is.
towns. And most
It
people
is.
don't know that either.
Yep. Okay. All right. 866-222-1091. 866-222-1091. Dryzone.com on the web, or just the business is open through the week, right?
Yeah, we're
I mean,
open from like
people can stop
8
right
to
in?
5,
Okay.
7 to 6. you
Okay,
know.
somewhere in there.
Phones
All
are
right.
open 8 to 5 anyway.
Okay, and I guess the answering service works night and day.
Yeah, we actually we have a really cool phone system in here that
Okay.
gets you to where you need to go and get you to talking to a real person even in the
Okay.
middle of the night. So
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
All right.
All right, everybody. So that's Bill Anderson from Dry Zone. That was a very interesting experiment, and I just want to let you know that we are here live at the Dry Zone Red Barn on Route 16 in Ellendale. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva, and just a lot of stuff going on. I talked about the big event coming up on the 7th at the Greenwood Mennonite School, and I want you to mark your calendar for that. I want to talk about my chiropractor. I have actually been there 3 times this week.
Wow.
Okay. I have a problem with my shoulder, my left shoulder. It was a couple years ago, the polar bear plunge.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting ready to leave the house. Me and Colin were going to go down and stream it, and I slipped and fell going in my back door, stuck my left arm out, bent my hand backwards, when I caught myself, but I have a tear in my left shoulder.
Ouch.
So it acts up now and then, and man, I was hurting this week. So I ended up going down to Peninsula Chiropractic Center, Dr. Trillia and his group, and I dealt with Dr. Bud. Have you ever dealt with Dr. Bud?
Yes.
I love him.
Yeah, Dr. Bud is
It was
awesome.
my first time. I've always dealt with Dr. Trillia, but Dr. Bud, I liked him, man. I mean, he had some techniques for me, and he loosened my shoulder up, and
He's very full of energy, too.
very full of energy, but very compassionate.
Yes.
Cares, listens. He's not just running you through there like a machine, and neither does Dr. T, okay? But I'm just saying, I just am overwhelmed with, I call and I say, look, I know you're busy. Is there any way? Yep, we'll work you in. What works for you? What can we do? How can we help? And I was down there, and then, so I went once, and he did some adjustments on my arm, my shoulder, as well as my back and my neck and my spine and so on. And then immediately felt relief, okay? Then I think it was Wednesday, I went back down again. And then I went yesterday, and now I've gotten a massage and another adjustment, and I am feeling so much better. I can't thank them enough. So, because I actually went to an orthopedic surgeon and had some x-rays done, and right now they've prescribed some physical therapy, and I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm like, wow. I'd have been happier if they'd have called in the prescription they were supposed to call in. But I got to tell you something. Dr. Trillia and his team, they do a great job. I was so impressed how they were able to get me in 3 times in 1 week. They were focused on me. When I got there and he was waiting on me, he was focused on me. He wasn't focused on him or his agenda or his schedule. What can I do to help you? What's going on in your body? And I'm just throwing that out there. If you need to deal with a chiropractor, if you've got headaches, if you've got back pain, if you've got muscle spasms, if you've got a shoulder problem, I would start there. You don't have anything to lose. They take most insurance plans. They also take cash, but very accommodating, very friendly, very honest, locally owned. Dr. Trillia has been in business 25, 30 years in the community. It's right on Route 13 in Seaford. It's got the mailbox that looks like a big spine out there. Just a really great place to deal. A couple days a week. They're open till like 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So the phone number is 629-4344, 629-4344, PeninsulaChiroCenter.com. Really can't say enough. You've been there personally, haven't you, Brooks?
Absolutely.
And,
I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I wish all of my medical experiences were as positive as dealing with them. Okay, so we've got that. We had Dry Zone on. We got a big ad ending today. Can't emphasize it enough. I'm just going to blow through it real quick. We talked about the flagpoles. We've got the socks. The infrared heaters. That's a big thing. It's getting cool.
Yes.
These are a really neat technology. They heat objects, not air. We have a 1,000-watt one and a 1,500-watt one. Your cat could literally sit on top of it. Your grandkids could touch it. It doesn't emit any fumes or anything like that. But it's really neat. I know that when my heating and air conditioning system broke in my house a few years back, I literally used 2 of them, just moving room to room. It was just a really very efficient way to heat my house. So anyway, we have them. We have the power washers. Now we have a 2,700 PSI Briggs & Stratton power washer for $250. Our cost on that's about $300, so it's below dealer cost. They sell online $340, $360, $380, $250, and then a 3,000 PSI one is $300. Do you have 5 of them left? How many do you think you got left?
I have 1 of each left.
Are you for real?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not a sales ploy.
No, that's not a sales ploy. That's a serious. We have 1 of each left.
All right. Well, then, if they sell, great. If not, the price goes up Monday. So if you want one of them, you need to get it. We mentioned the flags for $10. 76 by 10 landscape trailer. Best price on the shore. Nobody's got a better deal than us. And you know something I do want to make sure people know about us and trailers? We won't be undersold.
Absolutely.
Shop the web, shop around, go to all the local places, and get a real legitimate deal at Weller's, in other words. But more important than the deal, we're going to take time to talk to you. You know what I mean? It's not going to be some faceless transaction, or we're not going to stand inside the building and point out there. We're going to go out there with you. We're going to educate you on how you're spending your money, the right product at the right price at the right time is always at Weller's. But a 76 by 10 landscape trailer, you can look in the guide, you can look around. Nobody's got them for this price, $1,147. $1,147. It's 76 inches wide. Most people are only 6 foot wide. Ours is 76 inches wide, 10 foot long. That doesn't count the tongue. It's got an A-frame tongue with a jack, 15-inch tires and wheels, and a big old 4-foot tall ramp gate. $1,147, and a 76 by 12 is only $1,247. Now, everything I'm talking about ends today at 1 o'clock. I know the store opens at 9, and I know it's going to be busy, so get there early because there's going to be a line, and we'll take good care of you. The Poly folding Adirondack chairs, $97.50, about half price of the best deal you're going to find anywhere. That sale ends today. We've got the chainsaw for $147.50. Now here's another crazy deal, a 16-foot landscape trailer with brakes on both axles, and we emphasize that because some of our competitors sell one with brakes only on one axle. So we have 2 brake axles, 16-foot long landscaper, $1,997. Again, we have a 5-gallon air compressor, electric air compressor, perfect for a little workshop or your shop or whatever. $47. That's 50% off. Aren't they normally $97.50?
Yeah.
That's more than 50% off.
Yeah, it is.
$47. Start your Christmas shopping today. Get what you need. Spare tires and wheels for travel trailers or utility trailers. It's a 5-lug white wheel. You can get a 14-inch or a 15-inch tire, $87.50. Look online. You'll find most places are $136 for the same tire and wheel. So anyway, who in the world are we? We're Weller's Utility Trailers. We're located right on Route 13 in Bridgeville, and we would like to earn your business. Just stop in and say hi and let us see what we can do for you. You know, another one of my advertisers that I've really enjoyed getting to know is Mark Johnson, That Granite Place. Real nice local guy, local company, employs many people, supports the community. He didn't just blow in here from some other state and decide to open up. He's here. He's live. He's local. He doesn't make the granite, but they're like artists there. If you ever go there, Brooks, I got to take you there one day. But you go there, and they're in there, and so they have all this machinery that's cutting it, but then they're rounding the edges, and if there's a seam where they meet, they're working on it like they're working on a masterpiece. In other words, they put so much effort, and the reason he has so many slabs of granite or marble or quartz is because if you look at that, and there's I'll call it a vein, but just a design running through it. Well, if the person doesn't have the next 2 or 3 slabs like Mark does, when you get your kitchen done, they won't line up.
Gotcha.
Okay, because if he has slab number 1 and somebody else gets slab number 2, 3, and 4, and then he comes back and gets slab number 5, 6, and 7, they don't match. So that's why he's so committed to stocking all those slabs, is so that his customers get a very unique look that they probably can't get everywhere else. So he has many things in stock. Another thing, you can go in there, Brooks, and you can design your kitchen. So they have like a design center. They deal with over 300 local contractors. They are the go-to people for granite. So whether you want to redo your kitchen, whether you want to redo your bathrooms, maybe you got this plan but not right now, but you want to start thinking about it, they will talk to the consumer just as well as they will talk to a contractor. So keep them in mind. They're right there on Route 13 in Bridgeville. It's called That Granite Place, okay? They are locally owned and operated. Their phone number is 337-7490, 337-7490, thatgraniteplace.com on the web, okay? So, like I say, they've got the largest selection in Delaware, almost 1,000 slabs in stock all the time, locally owned, locally operated. They'll take good care of you, and they're, again, another company that supports our community. Like I say, there's so many companies, Brooks, that come to this area, they come in for a year or two, they do business, and then they're gone. Not that way with That Granite Place. Not that way with Dry Zone.
Not at all.
Okay? Not that way with L&W Insurance Agency or George Luff or, Scott Sockrider. So anyway, you're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. We talked about the Weller's discount card. We're getting ready to print our next one. If you own a business or provide a service and you would like to offer a discount, it costs you absolutely nothing to be on the card. And the only time it's going to cost you something is when people use it and get the discount. Okay? Have you used yours ever, Brooks?
All the time.
All the time?
Yeah.
Where at?
One of the big spots I use it at is Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen in Milford.
Yeah, it had a $1 off any Blizzard.
I know. You know what I liked about that? I could get a big one. Denise could get a small one. Yep. Grandkids could get a small one. I'm getting $1 off a $2 or $3 Blizzard.
Yeah.
That's a huge savings.
Absolutely.
Okay, that's
that's probably one of the biggest bargains, just because based on the cost versus what you're getting off.
I'll tell you another one. 10% off at Mama Maria's. It's caused me to eat at Mama Maria's more. You go in there and you get a cheesesteak, some fries, $12, $13. You get another $1.20, $1.50 off. Nice little discount.
Yeah, Applebee's.
Applebee's.
That's a place I ate a lot.
About Applebee's. Yep.
Yeah, I eat there a lot. That was 10% off. So I mean, you have a $50 bill there. That's $5.
Car wash is on there.
Yeah, and I think
Seaford and Milford.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the specials are awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to be on that card, it costs you nothing. You have to provide a good discount. And I just want to remind you that Scott Sockrider was just here, and he offered a 20% discount for anybody that calls up and says they heard him on the radio. You've got to call before the end of the day Monday, okay? And 20% off any power washing job, whether it's commercial or residential, doesn't matter. And his phone number is 858-9568, 858-9568, Professional Power Wash. And like his Facebook page, if you would, Professional Power Washing Delaware. And 20% off if you call by the end of the day Monday to schedule some power washing. You're listening to Weller Does Delmarva. If you ever want to be on the show, have us do a remote at your business. We work cheap. We don't work for free, but we do work cheap. 337-8228 is the phone number if you want to reach me or Brooks or anybody at Weller's. We've had a good show. We want to thank the Dry Zone folks for having us come out. We've had some people stop by. It's been great. We're going to be at the Greenwood Mennonite School on November 7th. That's a Saturday. I would presume it would be because that's when we do the show. And we have some other stuff cooking. So we're having a lot of fun. This was show number 112. So if you've listened to all 112 shows, let us know if you would. There's probably an award for that there somewhere, okay? Maybe we could sock it to you. But anyway, Brooks, thanks for all your help. And is Dan the one?
Yeah, Dan's on the board today.
All right. And Fran, we miss you. So Fran is off today, and I guess Dan is in today. And the Sea Witch Parade is today. So keep an eye on that. You can watch the Milford Community Parade at catchitlive.com. And what else do I need to say, Brooks? Can I invite people to Eagles Nest Church tomorrow?
Absolutely.
That happens to be the church I attend. Services at 9:30. Pastor Bob Weed does a fantastic job. So if you would like to stop by, Eagles Nest Church is wide open. And they're always looking for people to come fellowship with us. It's a nice, friendly atmosphere, and we are kid-friendly. So if you have kids and so on. We have many children activities and classes and so on. Amy Brown does a great job. I don't know the date for this, but we have a thing coming up called Trunk or Treat. Oh, she's going to shoot me for not knowing the date. I don't know when it is. But anyway, look up Eagle's Nest website, and you can learn about Trunk or Treat. Other than that, Brooks, thank you again. Thank you, Dan Gaffney. And you've been watching Weller Does Delmarva. Please go back and look at the stream at the poly level experiment. It was very interesting. We're out of time, aren't we?
We are out of time.
All right. God bless you all. Have a good, safe weekend. I'll see you next Saturday. Bye-bye.